Captain America: Brave New World is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character Sam Wilson/Captain America, produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. It is intended to be the fourth installment in the Captain America film series, a continuation of the television miniseries The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, 2021, and the 35th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. The film is directed by Julius Ona from a script written by the writing team of Malcolm Spellman and Dallin Musson, and Matthew Warden. It stars Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson/Captain America alongside Danny Ramirez, Carl Lumbly, Tim Blake Nelson, Shira Haas, Harrison Ford, and Liv Tyler. Captain America: Civil War, 2016, ended the Captain America trilogy starring Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. Mackie's Wilson became the new Captain America in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and a new Captain America film was being written by Spellman and Musson, both writers on the series, by April 2021. Mackie signed on that August, Ona joined in July 2022, and the title was revealed to be Captain America: New World Order later that month. Additional cast members joined later in 2022, with some returning from the early MCU film The Incredible Hulk, 2008. Filming took place from March to June 2023 at Trilith Studios in Atlanta, Georgia, with additional filming in Washington, D.C. The subtitle was changed to Brave New World during filming. Warden joined in December 2023 to write material for reshoots, which began at the end of May 2024. Captain America: Brave New World is scheduled to be released in the United States on February 14, 2025, as part of Phase 5 of the MCU. Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, the newly elected President of the United States. He was previously a U.S. Army general and then the U.S. Secretary of State. Moore said there would be natural sparks between Wilson and Ross due to the events of Captain America: Civil War, 2016, but producer Kevin Feige said their dynamic is changed now that they are Captain America and President, respectively. In the film, see Ross asking to work together with Wilson to rebuild the Avengers. Ford replaces original actor. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige said in October 2015 that Captain America: Civil War, 2016, was the conclusion of the Captain America trilogy, after Captain America: The First Avenger, 2011, and Captain America: The Winter Soldier, 2014, which starred Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. Civil War was Evans' last contracted standalone Captain America film, but he was open to extending his contract beyond Avengers: Infinity War, 2018, and Avengers: Endgame, 2019. In January 2021, Evans was reportedly close to signing a deal to reprise the role of Steve Rogers in at least one project. Evans' involvement was said to be similar to how fellow Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, star Robert Downey Jr. had supporting roles as Tony Stark in other film franchises, including Civil War, following the Iron Man film series. Evans soon said the report was news to him. By October 2018, Marvel Studios was developing a limited series for Disney Plus starring Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson/Falcon and Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes/Winter Soldier from the MCU films. Malcolm Spellman was hired as head writer of the series, which was officially announced as The Falcon and the Winter Soldier in April 2019. After Rogers bequeaths his shield and the mantle of Captain America to Wilson in Endgame, the series shows Wilson accepting the mantle and coming to terms with the implications of that as a black man. Before the series premiered, Mackie said there had been no discussions regarding a second season, and he was not sure when he would next appear in an MCU film because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Series director Carrie Skogland was also unsure whether there would be a second season, saying she had told the story she wanted to with the first season, but there were more stories and characters to explore if a second was made. Executive producer Nate Moore said the series explores evergreen topics that lent themselves to further exploration and sets up ideas for a potential second season. Feige said there were ideas for what another one could be, but Marvel intended for the series to lead into MCU films first, as they did with fellow Disney Plus series WandaVision, 2021. After the finale episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was released in April 2021, Spellman and series writer Dallin Musson were revealed to be writing a fourth Captain America film that continues Wilson's story. Evans' reported return as Rogers was expected to come in a different project. Mackie said he was unaware of any plans for a film or second season of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but was excited to see what would happen next and said it would be monumental for him to headline an MCU film, particularly as a black actor. Mackie negotiated a deal to star in the film over the next few months and officially signed on in August. He later stated that he had been excited to make a second season of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier with Stan and their co-star Daniel Brühl, and was disappointed by the pivot to starring in his own film without them. Pre-production. Mackie said the film would not be The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Part 2, and would have a new story and new characters. Julius Onah was chosen to direct the film in July 2022. The title was revealed to be Captain America, New World Order at the 2022 San Diego Comic-Con, and the film was given a release date of May 3, 2024, making it part of Phase 5 of the MCU. The subtitle, which is also the name of the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, was noted for its use in politics, professional wrestling, and various conspiracy theories along with anti-Semitic rhetoric, and was considered a controversial choice. At the D23 Expo in September 2022, Danny Ramirez and Carl Lumbly were announced to be reprising their respective roles of Joaquin Torres and Isaiah Bradley from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Tim Blake Nelson was set to return as Samuel Stearns/leader from the MCU film The Incredible Hulk, 2008, and Shira Haas was revealed to be cast as the comic book character Sabra. Onah described the film as a paranoid thriller and said filming would begin in early 2023. The next month, Jeff Snyder of Above the Line reported that Harrison Ford had been cast as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in this film as well as Thunderbolts*, 2025. The character was portrayed in the MCU by William Hurt until his death in 2022. Ford's casting in both films was soon confirmed, while Moore and Spellman were revealed to be producing the film alongside Feige. Pre-production work at Trilith Studios in Atlanta, Georgia, began on November 7 ahead of a planned filming start in March 2023. Gersha Phillips served as the costume designer, and Ramsey Avery was the production designer after previously working on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 2017, and Spider-Man: Homecoming, 2017. In January 2023, Kosha Roguemore was cast in an undisclosed role. Mackie expected to begin work for the film on March 1, 2023. Filming. Principal photography began on March 21, 2023, at Trilith Studios in Atlanta, Georgia, under the working title Rachelle. Kramer Morgenthaw served as cinematographer. Onah wanted the film's action to be grounded and tactile and give Wilson things to do that were not seen in his previous appearances. Avery reiterated that their intent was for the film to be more grounded in reality than recent MCU films had been. Liv Tyler joined the cast by the end of March 2023, reprising her role of Betty Ross from The Incredible Hulk. At that time, Julia Louis-Dreyfus was expected to reprise her MCU role as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine in the film. The start of the 2023 Writers Guild of America strike in May 2023 was not expected to impact production of the film, with Marvel Studios reportedly planning to shoot what they could during principal photography and make any necessary writing adjustments during the film's already scheduled reshoots. Later in May, set photos revealed that Seth Rollins was part of the cast. In early June, Marvel Studios announced that the film had been retitled Captain America: Brave New World. Jeremy Mathiot/Film praised the subtitle change, saying it strikes a far more optimistic perspective than New World Order, doubling as a commentary on the future of the famous superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and as a statement on some very overdue representation. The change was also deemed to be a wise decision by Collider's Hillary Remley, who noted that the original title could have been interpreted as having anti-Semitic connotations. In the middle of the month, Brave New World's release date was delayed to July 26, 2024. Filming moved to Washington, D.C., by the end of June, and filming wrapped on June 30. Post-production. Brave New World had the potential by October 2023 to return to its May 2024 release date, as it was further along in production than Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine, 2024, which was not expected to complete filming in time for that release due to the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike. However, this change was considered unlikely. Following the strike's conclusion in November, Brave New World's release date was delayed to February 14, 2025. 66 Snyder reported that the film was not received well in an early test screening, that 3 major sequences were being cut, and that Marvel Studios was planning to undergo extensive reshoots from January 2024 until that May or June. In December, Matthew Orton was hired to write additional material for the reshoots, which were then scheduled to last from February to May 2024. Orton previously worked as a writer and consulting producer on the Marvel Studios miniseries Moon Knight, 2022. Rosa Salazar was revealed to have been cast in the film. By the end of January 2024, the reshoots were set to occur from May to August 2024. In February 2024, Mark Ruffalo said he was reprising his MCU role as Bruce Banner/Hulk in the film. Variety soon reported that Ruffalo had misspoken and was not appearing in the film. The report noted that there had been ongoing speculation about Ruffalo's potential role in the film due to the number of characters from The Incredible Hulk already confirmed to be appearing, as well as rumors that Ford's Thaddeus Ross would be transforming into the Red Hulk in the film. In April, Feige and Mackie described the film as a grounded action thriller with no aliens, more similar in tone to Captain America, the Winter Soldier than some recent MCU films. Mackie added that viewers did not need to have seen The Incredible Hulk to watch the film, saying Brave New World was a reset of the MCU that establishes new themes and antagonists for the universe moving forward. The next month, Giancarlo Esposito revealed that he had been cast in an MCU role and would be appearing sooner rather than later, with his character being teased in a film before a bigger role in an MCU television series. He was confirmed to be appearing in Brave New World at the end of the month as part of the reshoots, which began at that time in Atlanta and were scheduled to last for 22 days. These were expected to be less extensive than the reshoots for Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, 2022, and The Marvels, 2023, focusing in part on new action sequences and the integration of Esposito. Brave New World was also expected to be much less expensive than the Marvels overall. Marketing. Feige and Mackie revealed the first footage from the film at CinemaCon in April 2024. The following month, McDonald's began selling Happy Meals with toys based on characters from the film, including Red Hulk and Diamondback. Stephanie Calloy at The Wrap noted that the appearance of these characters in the film had not been confirmed by Marvel at that time and the early reveal was likely due to the film's release being delayed but the marketing partnership with McDonald's not being pushed back to match.